One of the issues that I see with many of us nowadays is because we hate going to school, because we barely have any friends, because we hate being in social settings, we almost forget how to talk and interact with people. Like, it's so easy to make online friends nowadays. Like, even if you look fat or ugly, like whatever insecurities you have, you don't have to show that. The other person on the other side of the screen doesn't see that. So that makes you feel socially more confident. But that's not really a social setting. Like, you're not really developing your social skills, because being able to communicate in person, like face to face with someone, is so important for you to move through life, right? Like, regardless of anything, getting a job, meeting a partner, something like that, you need to be able to interact in person, face to face. I know the tips online are like, oh, read more books to expand your vocabulary, or like, oh, speak in front of a mirror so you get more confident. But honestly, I just feel like those are just like ways to not tackle the actual problem. My personal opinion, the actual problem is you're not going and practicing speaking to people in person and interacting with others. So my solution to that is to find your safe social space. Just because you don't have friends at school or you don't feel like you fit in, that doesn't mean that there's no one like you out there that exists. You just have to put a bit of extra effort to find those people in a different way. As I mentioned already, I was super shy and awkward and introverted as a kid, but I played sports, like I played soccer and I was a goalkeeper. If you know soccer, you know that being a goalkeeper is one of the most vocally demanding positions. Like, you have to take a lot of leadership, you have to give instructions to your teammates, you have to communicate with your teammates. And even though I was super shy, even though I was super awkward, I was super competitive and liked winning. That kind of forced me to develop those social skills, the ability to talk and interact with people and be confident to communicate. And I feel like being a goalkeeper, playing soccer when I was a kid, really helped me do that. I know sports is not for everyone, but there's a lot of things out there to find people that are similar to you. Like, you can volunteer at a food bank or something if you're interested in helping people. Go to chess club. Like, I used to play chess, so I went to chess club at the library, and the people there are probably interested in chess so much that if you're interested in it, you can automatically have something to talk about. It's not going to feel awkward at all. So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, going to school might be hard for you. You might not have any friends, you might feel socially awkward, but that's okay. You don't have to try to become more confident in school if that's a social setting you're always in. What you want to do is find your safe social space, something like sports, something like a club, a team, a group, or anything like that, and interact with those people, constantly get in person, get in touch with them, so you can develop your social skills, and that's going to help you become more confident and be more capable of interacting with people in face-to-face settings. To add on to this, if you're really keen on developing your communication skills, your ability to explain things, your ability to be concise and clear with your words, I would highly recommend doing something that involves working with kids. Like, I found that as I was coaching soccer, my ability to speak more confidently and be clear with what I'm saying has actually improved so much, because when you're working with kids, you can't just be like giving them half good instructions, because they're not going to understand, right? You have to be clear with what you're saying. You have to go slowly. You have to talk with more confidence, or else the kids will understand. So you're being put in a situation where you're forced to do all those things. That's going to naturally develop your ability to speak, right? So I think one of the best ways, if you want to go hardcore on this, to develop your social skills and your communication skills, is to work with kids or put yourself in an environment where you have to interact with a lot of kids. In my personal opinion, the concepts I talked about in this video kind of fit in this larger picture of how to be a confident communicator. And if you're a person who struggles to communicate confidently, maybe you're an introvert, maybe you're just socially awkward and get anxious all the time, then what I want you to do is scroll down to the comments, and in my pinned comment, you're going to see a link that's going to take you to an in-depth video about how to confidently communicate and overcome the emotions and the internal barriers you face in social settings. I promise you that video is going to be so useful for you. I spent a lot of time on it, so make sure to check that out. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.